Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. Come inside, come inside. All right, all friends around the world, come inside my channel and check this out real quick. We're gonna be covering real quick some computer architecture and its components very briefly. Um, we're gonna start off with what is a motherboard? What is really a motherboard? The motherboard is the central circuit board in a computer that connects all the other components and peripherals together. Yes, I struggled to say that word. English is not my first language. Moving on, it acts as the communications hub, allowing components such as the CPU, memory, and storage to transfer data and interact with each other. Moving on to the different types of form factors, which is the next item I will be covering, which is referred to the size of the shape of the motherboard, which determines the type and number of components that can be installed on it. Such common form factors include ATX, micro ATX, mini ITX, and many more. The next item to cover is going to be the CPU, which is basically an acronym for the Central Processing Unit. This is the main processing component of a computer that performs the calculations and manages the flow of data within the computer itself. And the next item, basically in mind, is the memory, the brain of the computer. The RAM is also known as the RAM, which is an acronym also for random access memory, is a type of volatile memory that temporarily stores data for the CPU to access. And I'm telling you, in my own time, I already corrupted a lot of memory in many computers. And moving on to the next part, which will be the stored hard disk drives, or with the acronym HDD, or solid state drives SSD, are storage devices used to store data and programs on a computer. The next item on the list is going to be BIOS, which is an acronym, BIOS, acronym for Basic Input Output System, is a firmware which is a firmware program that controls the boot process of a computer and provides a low-level access to hardware components. And moving on to the video, the graphics, or also known as the GPU, acronym for Graphics Processing Unit, or Integrated Graphics Processing Unit, the iGPU, are used to generate and display images on a computer screen. And the next item is going to be the network, or NIC, acronym for Network Interface Cards, which are the components that allow the computer to connect to the network and exchange data with other devices. So it allows that connection and networking through devices. And last item on the list is going to be the interconnect cables. Cables that connect the various components of a computer system to the motherboard itself. Example include the SATA cables for storage devices, USB cables for peripherals, and power cables for components that require a power supply. That is it for today, folks. As the weeks go by, I'm going to be adding and uploading more videos. Thank you, and please leave a thumbs up.